J. Willie Silly, man, a.k.a. Mr. Take It Easy. Oh, yeah, dog, life easy. But make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch in the description down below. Everything you know about your boy Jay is in the description down below, you know what I'm saying? And I do have a documentary playlist section, too. I know a lot of y'all like, man, this nigga Jay got documentary. This nigga got playlist for everything, you know what I'm saying? I really do, bro. I have a vault for everything. I got IRL. I just made my IRL playlist section, but you know, it's just a 1v1 when I just beat down Key the Freak. You know what I mean? Shout out Key the Freak, but I gave him a good beat down. You know what I'm saying? And got a lot of playlist reactions. You know what I'm saying? Playlist reactions sections, whatever the freak it's called. Just go look at the playlist section, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, documentary reactions, cartel reactions, true crime reactions. I never want to limit myself to one type of content. I always want to be diverse with it, bro, because you got some people that like NBA, you got some people that like NFL, you got some people that like true crime, and you got some people that like cartel, you know what I'm saying? You got some people that like all type of different things, and I created that fan base for a reason, you know what I mean? But we got a Jayson Tatum documentary, you know, actually, even though he's an op, man, you know what I'm saying? He's not even an op, man. It's just just the dudes that he played for is op K. You know what I mean? Straight up, man. Celtics K for real. You know what I mean? I've been at it ever since birth, for real, for real. I ain't gonna lie. I became a Lakers fan in like 2008. You know what I'm saying? It's 2025, so I really been Celtics K. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a team that I just, you know, like I said, this was before my time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was going on with the Magic Johnson days, the Larry Bird days. So it's like, when I first, like, vouched that, like, when it came to me vouching that brotherhood, man, vouching that, you know, stamping that, like, oh, yeah, I'm Laker Nation, bro. I feel like that just came with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. A lot of niggas became ops, but with them, it's like, you was an op when I was in my dad nutsack. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real with you. You was an op before then, so... You know, they always been ops, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Celtics, I don't like the Celtics. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? I haven't liked the Celtics ever since I've been going for the Lakers. I'm gonna keep it real. You feel me? So these one niggas I just honestly just don't like. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it real with you. You feel me? But, you know, everybody else, the Warriors and all the Smugglers, they just became ops. But this was literally something I was kind of born into. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? But Jayson Tatum, bro. You know, one thing I told y'all, bro, I give respect to JT, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? You remind me of my nigga Kobe, bro. I'm going to keep it real with you. You know, very, very talented player. And, you know, before we had the 1v1 going on, me and my homie Quan, bro, we was debating this real hard. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, you know, when Bron, because for me, honestly, bro, you know what I'm saying? You said we play Saturday, too. Nigga, you ain't got to tell me who we play. I know who the freak we play. You know what I'm saying? I know we 2 seed. I know who the freak we play. You got to tell me who the freak we play, boy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was saying, though, you know what I'm saying? Me and my boy Quan, we were having this heated debate. You know what I'm saying? Before I put the beat down on Key the Freak. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to say that because that nigga was talking hella trash. So I put the beat down on him. I said I was going to do it to him. That nigga just said he wouldn't learn. He was talking too much. So I put that beat down on that nigga. Hopefully he get his revenge. You feel me? I ain't going to call him out. He got to call me out next time. You feel me? I put the beat down on him 2 times. So I kind of just think he don't want it no more. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. You feel me? Me and Quan was having a debate. You know, Quan thinking that Anthony Edwards is going to be the next face of the league. Like I said, for me, honestly, I feel like, honestly, bro, LeBron is still the face of the league, bro. Like, bro is 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? Averaging 26 points per game. And niggas acting like it's crazy for me to say LeBron is a top 5 player in the league. And that is what frustrates me, and that's what exposed y'all casualty. You laughing because he 40 years old, but bro averaging 26 points per game, and the season that he won the MVP in with the Miami Heat, he's averaging more points now. He's having better stats now than the season he was having in Miami Heat, in the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, he's not top 15, he's top 5. You know what I mean? Honestly, he would have won MVP. You know what I'm saying? He would have won MVP, you feel me, if Nikola Jokic and SGA wasn't averaging crazy numbers. You know what I mean? But the face of the league right now is definitely LeBron. And when LeBron retires, you talking about depth top 20, depth top 15, bro, he's top 5. You know what I'm saying? All that depth top 15, top 20, he's top 5, bro. Heck what you talking about. And that's not no opinion, bro. What you saying, that's straight facts, what I'm saying. I'm going to keep it real with you. You can't name nobody. You can't name, you feel me? You can't name you can't name 10 other people better than LeBron in this league on God. On God, you can't. You know what I mean? That's just word up. You feel me? But anyways, like I was saying, bro, when LeBron leaves, I honestly feel like the way Luka playing, I feel like Luka got his style back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Luka is Luka magic again. So for me, you know what I'm saying? The next face of the league is gonna be Jayson Tatum and Luka Doncic. I'm gonna keep it real with you, but Jayson Tatum is in my opinion is 10 times better than SGA. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. And me and Quan was going back and forth with that, bro. SGA is not touching Jayson Tatum, and SGA to me not even touching Luka Doncic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like in the past month, not this month, but the last month, bro had more free throws than he had field goals made. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with you, like, bro. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm really starting to think that bro is really a free throw merchant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro is a like I'm not gonna cap. Like, do y'all understand how bad that is? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro had more free throws made than field goals made. He hasn't done what Luka Doncic and JT done, bro. He hasn't went to the finals. You know what I'm saying? All NBA, of course, okay. But look at the resumes of JT and Luka, bro. You know what I'm saying? Before Luka got freaking injured, Luka was the #1 PG in the league. Luka was averaging 28 points per game. You know what I mean? JT is, I feel like it's not even a comparison with JT and SGA. Honestly, I'm going to keep it real with you, bro. So for me, the next face of the league, bro, is going to be Luka or SGA. Simple. Not SGA, but JT, my fault. I feel like JT don't get appreciated enough, bro. I'm going to keep it real. Like, JT, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he gets hate for no reason. Like, even though this nigga is a Smeltic, but bro gets hate for no reason. Bro literally plays ball. Can you please stop spamming? Man, ban this nigga. Can somebody ban this nigga for me, please, bro? Somebody ban this nigga Juckus, whatever his nigga name is. Ban this nigga. I ain't gonna count. But yeah, like I was saying though, man, JT gets hate for no reason, bro. Bro literally just hoop, bro, and people hate him for it. I'm gonna keep it real with you, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, man.
One thing about people from
JT, my God, bro. I ain't gonna count.
St. Louis got the most prideful people ever. If you see anybody from St. Louis and they go out of town, they gonna tell you where they from.
Yeah, bro. JT just underappreciated, bro. Like, bro, that guy, I ain't gonna cap, bro. Really that guy, bro. Y'all stop disrespecting JT. My top 5, I'm gonna keep it real. Look, my top 5, bro. My top 5, you know what I'm saying? Number 1, I'm gonna give it Nikola. Number 2, I'm gonna say JT. Number 3, I'm gonna go with Giannis. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Luka, bro. And number 5, I'm gonna go with LeBron, bro. SJ will be my number 6. I don't give a dang if that nigga averaging 30, bro. That half, bro, that nigga be at the free throw line a lot, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. And the 4 that I named before him, what they done that he hasn't done is make it past the second round, made it to the finals. You know what I'm saying? SGA, until you make it to the finals, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You're not top 5 for me, bro. But to say SGA better than JT?
You know, my dad was around, but I lived with my mom. You know, they had me, I think they was seniors in high school or right after they graduated high school. So, you know, they was young. And
it's better than SGA,
you know,
okay.
Growing up in St. Louis with, you know, not having much.
I remember the nights we didn't have anything to eat. And 2 doors down, I remember our neighbor named Donna. She fed us many a nights. I would walk out and I would go over there and I would knock on the door and she'd give us the chicken pot pie and we heat it up and my mom would let me eat the middle of it and she'd eat the crust on the outside.
Dang.
Just
saying SGA better than Jayson Tatum.
You make excuses.
It's crazy, bro.
Whether the circumstances that, you know, ultimately in the real world, having that mentality that nobody's going to feel bad for you, that you have to go take everything that you want. And from a young age, from my mom learning that, you know, I've carried that all the way.
No cap. You got to get it, bro. Nobody going to save you from nothing,
None of my parents ever, like,
Shut up. That learn, bro.
Took it easy on me. Like, they were extremely, like, tough on me. And, you know, kind of pushed the limit sometimes. But I wouldn't change it because it was what I needed to get to this point.
Jayson Tatum's support system had helped raise him out the mud in St. Louis. But as much as they had helped him grow up in a tough environment, just surviving wasn't enough. A young JT already knew he had bigger dreams.
Being in a classroom where kids wanted to be doctors or lawyers, because that's what they saw growing up. Their parents were doctors and lawyers or nurses or pilots. And then I said, I want to be an NBA player. I want to be the best player in the world. And she said, you need to be more realistic. That's probably not going to happen. And I remember everybody laughing. And that was like one of the lowest points, because I already felt, intimidated going to school. I stood out. It was like I kind of didn't belong. And then for her to say that and everybody to kind of laugh, that really, it crushed me. And, as an 8, 9-year-old kid,
be realistic.
I cried, and I never really cried. I'm not an emotional person. I remember my mom wiping my face and telling me that, she told me, she was like, remember this moment. Never let anybody tell you what you can or can't do.
I've always had one dream, one goal to be an NBA, and Kobe was talking, and he was saying that his whole life, he put all his eggs in one basket, and if you have that mindset that there's no backup, there's no plan B, there's no backup plan.
No plan B, y'all, bro.
First plan.
No plan B, bro. I'll be trying to tell you, I'll be trying to preach that to y'all, bro. No plan B. The thing is, y'all gotta understand, bro, because I feel like I can, for my old subscribers, y'all seen me, bro. I was almost at 100,000 subscribers and my YouTube channel took it down. I could have quit it. You know what I'm saying? I could have sitting here feeling sorry for myself. You know what I'm saying? But if it's something that you want to do, bro, man, you going to fail, man. I'm going to keep it real with you. You going to fail along the road. That is what separates Jayson Tatum's, Kobe Bryant's, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say even me, for example, bro, you know what I'm saying, from other people, is when things get hard, we don't just quit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, when things get hard, man, hey, man, this ain't for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what, man. It's too hard, bro. I'm telling you, that's 90% of the people in the world, bro. Only the other 10% willing to go through that hardship. And y'all should look at me at motivation like, dang, bro, this nigga just got a channel to 75,000, bro. Dang, you niggas still trying to do this? You know what I'm saying? This nigga still getting up every day uploading. This nigga still getting up there. Nigga, because a nigga want this, putting his egg in one basket. This is the type of people that I love surrounding myself to. I like surrounding myself to like Jayson Tatum's, proven people. That's why I try to tell y'all, man, don't look at just popular people. Look at proven. You know what I'm saying? Proven people, man. You know what I'm saying? Proven, man. People that
working. I took that to heart.
And as soon as I could start watching, remembering like Kobe was, he was it for me. Like I was like, hey, I want to be Kobe. And my mom was like, no, you want to be a player, like you want to be in the NBA like Kobe. I'm like, no, like I want to be Kobe. I want to wear the fro. I want number 8. That was like, I love like he was Jordan for me, and he was like the reason I started playing basketball.
Play just like him too, y'all, bro.
I was always.
The boy played just like Kobe, boy. That's why I see. That's who I see in JT, bro. I swear, when I be seeing JT, I be like, bro, this nigga played just like Kobe. And Kobe trained him and everything, but bro played just like Kobe. Look at JT play, bro.
I was always
that nigga played just like Kobe.
I was always better than everybody in
my age
group in St. Louis. I was always taller. And I remember my first time going to AAU Nationals was in New Orleans in fourth or fifth grade. So I was like 9 or 10. And in my mind at the time, I thought I was the best 10-year-old in the world. Like I just thought I was so much better than everybody else. And I might have been half as good as everybody else. Like it was such an eye-opener for me, and it made me realize like I got so far to go to be as good as those guys, or to reach my ultimate goal.
My pops was he was the one who put the ball in my hand from as early as I can remember, and from 3 till I was 14, he was my coach, the person I worked out with, and taught me everything I know, about the game, especially at that age. I feel like I missed out on like a father-son relationship. Like me and
and my dad only ever went to games or practice and to get haircuts. Like, we didn't go to amusement parks. We didn't go to picnics or fishing or like really have father-son talks, because it was just all basketball. He was extremely tough on me, like cuss me out in front of everybody, you know, embarrass me, humiliate me, throw the ball at me, just because he wanted, in his eyes, he wanted me to be the toughest. He wanted me to be the best, and that was his way of like, if he made me upset, I would play better. And in a sense, I did, right? I would get so upset, I would get so angry that I would play better.
You know, he knew I was going to be tall, and he didn't want, you know, somebody to just label me as a big man, so he wanted me to play the perimeter. But, you know, when you're young, everybody just wanted to shoot threes and do floaters, try to smack the glass till you can dunk. So with me, you know, he wanted me to try to be different, you know, try to be able to score from everywhere. So we would go in the gym and, you know, we would just jab step in the middle of the floor and jab step on the wing, one dribble to the right, one dribble to the left, to like, that was just like all I knew. And then I started remembering, I had YouTube, and Kobe was my favorite player. And I remember one day he came in the gym, and I just started doing like turnaround fadeaways. But I was like, yo, that's my favorite play, and I would practice it on my own until it became a part of my game.
Shout out Cole, man. Shout out 2-4.
Working out with him. He was training David Lee and Brad Bill.
Shout out 2-4.
Another St. Louis guy. When I was in 8th grade, and I think that's when I kind of took a bigger leap in my basketball development.
You know, most of my clients when I started working with Jay were pros or college guys that were going to be pros, and so typically I didn't start working with players until they were in high school. And so his mom reached out when he was an 8th grader. I said, you know, he's a little bit too young. I want to, you know, get him a little bit older so that he can kind of grasp some of the high-level nuances and skills that I want to cover with him. And you know, sure enough, Brad Beals is.
You say who inspired me? Honestly, you know what I'm saying? I don't really. It's like, I don't know, man. I really just wanted to play basketball because of me, though. Honestly, I want to really be honest. Like, my big brother, bro. My big brother, honestly, like, inspired me. Like, the nigga was so freaking famous in Dothan, bro. Bro was so famous in Dothan, bro. So just seeing how bro was, bro, and just seeing, like, you know what I'm saying, how this nigga was just dominating. My big brother, bro, inspired me actually to, like, just watching a nigga, bro, just seeing how good a nigga was, bro. You know, and seeing how many people looked up to the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we was always known. Me and him was always known, bro. I always knew I was gonna be something. But just like, shoot. Seeing that nigga was different type of known though, bro. That nigga was really like city famous. Everywhere you go, AJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's really who inspired me, bro. That nigga, I ain't gonna cut. That nigga inspired me to play basketball. Saying like I already was playing basketball, but just seeing the hype that he had and just seeing like type of player that he was and just seeing his dedication. I'm talking about I used to be in the house sometimes. Used to be just looking outside like dribbling a basketball for hours, bro. I'm talking about doing drills for hours and hours, bro. So just seeing bro hard work and dedication, that right there was inspiring for sure. And that motivated me for sure. I'm like, you feel me?
You know, big brother, and I've
so
been
that was
with
like
Brad since he was 13
big
years
brother,
old.
bro.
So he shot me a text and was just like, "Hey, I'm telling you, my little brother,
big brother
had gonna be special. Give
had
him
a type of grind I ain't never seen before, bro.
The first time we ever worked out,
crazy.
Absolutely destroyed him.
Crazy,
like almost tried to make him pass out. Mom had texted me and was like, "It was pretty cool." Jayson in the car after the workout was like, "Mama, you guys were gonna have to carry me off the floor before I gave up," and that's when I knew he had the mentality.
Going into high school, my freshman year, I was like 6'3" maybe. And then over the summer, by the time I was a sophomore, I was like 6'7". So I think 8th grade to sophomore year, I kind of grew about 5-6 inches. You know, once I got to high school, that's when, like I tell people all the time, after my freshman year of high school, that's when it hit me that like, damn, I could, making the NBA is more and more a reality.
He's still balling though, y'all. Still balling. Gotta respect JT, y'all. Gotta respect JT. I don't jump on that that hate train, bro. Niggas start hating on them.
I think being a high school star, especially growing up with social media.
Jayson, one of my favorite players, bro.
Was out, so I wasn't like a normal high school kid.
People just weird, bro. People just weird. I'll be trying to tell y'all, people just weird, bro. Like, bro, literally do nothing but hoop. You don't hear JT in no mess. Bro, just literally hoop, bro, and people just hate him. Like, I'll be trying to tell y'all, bro, it don't matter how much good you do. It don't matter how much bad you do, bro. People just gonna talk, bro. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, do you, bro. Do you, bro. Once you start, like, realizing what people say don't matter, gang, life gonna be so much better for you, bro. Like, what people say don't matter. All they gonna do is talk, bro. You feel me? Y'all gotta start being comfortable with you knowing and God knowing. You feel me? Like for me, like, bro, y'all understand? Do y'all know how much, for me, I don't look at comments no more. You feel me? Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Back then, you feel me? I really never cared what people said, bro, but I was still looking at comments, kind of scrolling, and I made this in my head. I'm like, Jay, if you don't care what people say like you say you do, you know what I'm saying? Why you looking at comments then? That just kind of made me stuck. I'm like, dang, you right, Jay. You know what I'm saying? And then I just look at, like for my YouTube video, I don't look at comments, bro. You know what I'm saying? I probably look at, like, the views and all that, but I don't look at, I go on to the next video. I don't look at comments, bro, because I don't care how people look at me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how people say about me, as long as I know myself. You know what I'm saying? As long as God know me, that's all that matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna let nobody's opinion change the way I look at myself, because this nigga don't even know me. You feel me? So I feel like that's step one. You know what I'm saying? To help you to stop caring about what people think about you, what people say about you. Don't even look at comments, bro. Let people talk. You know what I'm saying? You got to be comfortable with knowing yourself. You got to be comfortable with God knowing you. You got to be comfortable with letting people just make up things about you. You got to be comfortable with letting people just say whatever the frick they want to say about you and don't clear up nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. You got to be comfortable with people lying on you. You got to be comfortable with that. You got to let people be weird. You got to let them be weird. You got to understand, man. I say this a lot. We're going to get back to the video. Nigga, they talked about, you see how they talk about the creator of the earth? You see how people bash God's name, a perfect God? You see how people bash Jesus Christ? Bro, if they bash a perfect man, if they bash the perfect man, Jesus Christ, the freak you think they're going to do to you? Come on, bro. It don't matter how much good you do. It don't matter how good you try to be. It don't matter how much, it don't matter. People gonna hate you regardless, bro. People gonna talk about you regardless, bro. Because that's just how people is. You gotta let people be people, bro. That's what I do, y'all. I just let people be people, bro.
There are a couple high school players that were on my radar, and Tatum was one of them. He had this like YouTube video called like the God of Mid-Range or something like that. So
JT 5, bro.
Very aware of who.
Y'all see me. Even though he is smelting, even though I smelt his cave, that is what.
Turned 16. I had a car.
Difference me from other niggas. I give the ops respect.
Waking up at 5:45.
You one of my favorite players in the league.
Coming to the gym at 6.
See, I give respect.
I love walking into an empty gym and being the first person to turn the lights on. Like that feeling is hard to describe, because this is like, you know, this is my life. It's what I've always wanted to do.
That's when I knew he was gonna make it, because I didn't have to wake him up. I'm not a morning person. You know, I joke with him and I'm like, listen, if God didn't raise the sun yet, then clearly he don't want me up. I'm not getting up when it's still dark outside. I didn't have to push him. That was something he wanted to do.
But there was always this idea that somebody was working harder than me, or when I wasn't working out, somebody else was. Somebody in New York, somebody in LA. There was a handful of times I overslept, and those are like the worst days of my high school career, of the sense of like I just felt terrible all day. My opportunity of my dream may have slipped away, and you know, I think that level of fear really helped me get to this point.
Cal.
Jayson's dedication to his craft would only continue to show on the court, as by the time he finished his junior year at Chaminade, he was already seen as one of the top players in the class of 2016. Of course, this meant drawing attention from the top college basketball programs across the country. And while plenty of schools would try to make a case for Tatum's commitment, only one stood out from the rest.
Duke was like,
Duke was Duke.
something that didn't seem attainable. Like
No cap. Duke was like back then, like you got like now, you know what I'm saying? You got other schools that's like on the rise, but Coach K Duke was like Alabama, bro, in college basketball, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Duke was the one. I ain't gonna cap. Duke in Kentucky, bro.
For me, it was like, yeah, I didn't hate Duke. Like, you know, I thought it was amazing. They had the best players and a great coach, but I never was like Duke never gonna like want me to come there.
But then I think when I took my visit, I was 16, my junior year, and just to see the relationship that Coach K had with his players, and I got to talk to Jaleel, Taj, Justice Winslow, and you know, just to see how they talked about coaching.
Shane Battier.
You know, just to see how well the players interacted with one another and how they all kind of would like run through a wall for Coach K, and just hearing the plans that he had for me, and you know what my 1 year at Duke was going to look like, and just hearing it from his mouth was like kind of the encouragement, the validation.
Duke kind of fell off after Coach K retired, bro.
I remember my hands were sweating. I was speechless just listening to him talk and tell it, and just it was amazing to hear how highly he thought of me at only 16. I was sold immediately. I wanted to commit when I was there, and I remember my dad and mom was like, "We only took one visit, only a junior high school.
Shoot, Duke
give the other schools a chance.
Duke all the visits you need. Heck, you talking about? Duke all the visits you need at that time."
I know where I want to go.
And my junior year, they won a national championship. And like 2 or 3 days later, after they won, Coach K, they flew to my house, and I had an in-home visit.
Having Coach K at my house I couldn't believe it. Like Coach K came to U-City, like he came to my house, like this little house, and John Shire and Coach Capel was there. And it was right after they won, and I was extremely quiet. I'm quiet now, I was really quiet back then, especially around people I didn't really know. And I remember when he came, they, you know, talked about how, you know, they wanted me to come to Duke and the plans that they had for me. And the meeting, it was like it was about to be over. They were putting their jackets on, about to leave. And I remember I told my mom and dad, I was like, "Mom, when they come, I'm gonna tell them." The whole time, I was sitting there sweating, like, all right, I want to say it. But I was so, like, nervous. And I remember my dad, Coach K stood up. He was like, "Coach, before you leave, I think Lil Jay want to say something." I was like, "Coach, I want to come to Duke." And he was like, "Holy." And he was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to come to Duke." And then they sat back down, and we all like hugged each other, and they stayed for like another 2 hours. And that was like one of the, you know, cooler days that, you know, of my life.
That was kind of like one of the guys in the class that we knew was a lock for a while, just based on some comments that he made and how fast his recruitment went. And so having a guy like that come to your favorite school is such a fun feeling, knowing that they want to be there and they weren't kind of coerced or sold into going there.
Yeah, Duke, man, you got to be smart as a whip, though, y'all, bro. Gotta be smart as a freaking whip to go to Duke, though. You gotta average like what, a 3.5 GPA?
Many see as the embodiment of college
Duke
basketball. Whether you love them or love to hate them, there's no denying that Duke represents one of the most iconic brands in college sports, and it's done so for decades.
Coach K,
like the most fun I ever had in my life.
Alabama. College football.
Being a college kid, first time away
college
from
basketball.
Home, kind of, you know, got more responsibilities, becoming like a young man, living on your own. That was new to me, and you know, I enjoyed it. I had fun.
I would say expectations were probably a little bit higher than I would say they should have been, and maybe higher than we would have for a class like that these days. And I would say of all the freshmen, Jayson Tatum blew them out of the water. He was the guy from day one.
Sidelined with a foot injury early on, Tatum would be forced to miss the first 8 games of the regular season for recovery. But when the highly touted 5-star recruit finally made his debut in blue, it wouldn't take long to see what all the hype was about.
The double crossover gets all the way to the rim for the layup. And he just gave a tiny little fake and was able to freeze and go right around him.
Imagine working for some y'all and you there,
so much fun. Just being at Duke and understand how much pride and history comes with that.
Jayson Tatum from St. Louis, Missouri is an outstanding player. He can go down into the post. He can put the ball on the deck. He's got three-point range. And he is
that nigga nice, bro.
Really good all season long.
Being on the center stage every night, I feel like
a 3.7 GPA.
And the target was always on our back, and being in the UNC rivalry.
Make him guard. Tatum slamming it home for the Blue Devils. May on a run out. Rejected by Tatum.
I think the biggest thing with Tatum, and it's always been even when he was at Duke, was just the pro style of play. That
you thought I was playing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like you thought I was playing, and that's why I be trying to tell people, bro, when it comes to being an athlete. But a lot of these fans, they don't understand what a nigga be saying. Like, for me, I honestly feel like, bro, I could have made it to the league, bro. I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I had my grades on straight, bro, you gotta understand, bro, being like, I'm talking about football, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Basketball, I feel like, bro, if I would have took it as more serious as football, bro, I feel like I could have made some shake with that too. You know what I'm saying? But, nigga, talking about being a student athlete, though, gang, like, that's what niggas don't be understanding, bro. Like, you gotta be a student first, athlete second. Why do you think it comes after a student? If you have a, if you have a freaking low GPA, bro, no D1 school is finna accept you. It don't matter how good you are. So that's why I be trying to tell people, like, it's people that's not in the NBA, it's people that's not in the NFL that is league type of players. That is league type of players, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the only reason they ain't make it to that next level, like a JT, like a, you know what I'm saying? Whoever, you feel me? One of the greats, is because they didn't have their head on straight. They didn't have the type of grades, you know what I mean, to go to Duke. You know what I mean? They went to JUCO and still was BSing. You know what I'm saying? And then they start wasting their year. It's always somebody. It's a story behind everybody. It's a story behind everybody, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. But bro, it's people out here. You know what I'm saying? That that is league bound. Like for my brother, for instance, bro. The man had discipline. Like he was working, like how he was working out there in them drills. If the man had discipline like that in the classroom, I saw my brother be in the league right now, boy. We all thought he was going to the league. Football, basketball, we thought a nigga was going to the league. But that nigga just could not keep his head on straight, bro. Was always in some BS, bro.
He talked about a lot growing up.
Nigga was his own worst enemy, bro.
Mirror his game after Kobe Bryant.
Us, our people.
It was very similar to that, and just the way he went about his business.
Us, bro.
Very pro-like.
We're
I
our own
really
worst
thought
enemy,
that, like,
bro.
the moment was too big for him. Duke struggled a little bit during the season, and he always seemed to step up in the big moments.
I watched a lot of his Duke games. In the second half of his Duke season, I think he was the best player in college basketball.
That's here. They'll clear the floor.
Got it! Jayson Tatum continuing to put on a show.
I think raw talent, he's a top 5 player in Duke history. There's not many guys that I would put ahead of Jayson Tatum, because just he could do it all. He didn't shoot super well from 3 that year, but you could see that shot was there. You could see in the size and his length that he could take anybody in college really one-on-one in ISO and get a bucket. And that's kind of what we hadn't seen a lot of at Duke, but now that's kind of where the NBA is going. You need to be able to get a bucket. You got to go to your one guy, and that's kind of what Duke had and Jayson Tatum at the time.
Despite not achieving their goal of a national championship, Jayson Tatum had managed to put together an impressive freshman campaign for the Blue Devils, averaging 22 points and 7.5 rebounds on his way to all ACC honors. Duke had given Tatum the platform to showcase exactly why he was already being named a top prospect in the upcoming NBA draft. And with an opportunity to make his childhood dream a reality, JT was left with a big decision to make.
It was an easy decision because it's like, man, ever since I was 3, I was like, I wanted to play in the NBA. But then it was like, once I got that opportunity, I actually thought about it for a second, like, man, part of me want to come back to Duke and try to win a national championship, because I really enjoyed my time at Duke that much, and the relationship I built with my teammates, and that's real. I remember I called Coach. He was like, "Did you declare yet?" I was like, "You don't want me to stay? Like, you want me to come back?" He was like, "No, you gotta go." I was like, "All right, you right." I made the best decision for me and my family.
And at the time, I knew that, you know, I was about to have I was expecting a son, so that was the best decision for myself and my family.
Deuce!
As the 2017 NBA draft quickly approached, Tatum would see his name consistently listed as a lock for the top 5. But with a pair of talented guards in Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball also pushing for top spots.
Dang, we should have got that nigga JT, bro. Could have got Jayson Tatum, bro.
Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball also pushing for top spots.
Lakers could have got Jayson Tatum,
what 19-year-old Jayson Tatum actually brought to the table.
That Lonzo Ball.
My initial thought was there was a high ceiling, but it was hard. It was difficult to gauge how close he was to hitting that ceiling. So I think that's, for the most part, was the big reason why Markelle Fultz was the guy, you know, especially that summer going into the draft. So Tatum was on my radar. Obviously, he was on a lot of people's radar, but if I'm being completely honest, it was like 50-50.
Before the lottery happened, I wrote, I would take Jayson Tatum at 2, and I don't care who knows it. Meaning, I'd take Markelle Fultz at 1 because he was the consensus number 1, but Tatum was my second favorite prospect in that draft.
Because I remember Boston had the #1 pick, and, you know, everybody, it was kind of like known, like the media was saying, like Markelle was going #1. Lonzo was in LA, so everybody knew Lonzo was going to the Lakers. I didn't even work out for the Lakers because I just knew, me and my agent was like, it's gonna be a waste of time. Like, everybody know Lonzo going #2. So at the time, Philly was 3 and Phoenix Suns was 4. So Philly, Phoenix, and Boston, they came.
Should have got this nigga, man.
So they came to watch me work out. And I remember,
I sat
down and talked to him. And after I met with them all, I remember I was like, I think I'm going to Philly. Like, they had the 3rd pick. You know, I had a good workout, and I talked to Brett Brown, and everything was cool. So I thought I was going to Philly. But then I remember I went to Phoenix. This was a week before the draft. I went to Phoenix just to meet with Earl Watson and talk to the GM and see the facility. I didn't work out. I just wanted to go meet with everybody. The next day, I remember he picked me up. He had a white G-Wagon. He drove me around and showed me like all the houses where the players live at. I remember I called my family, my mom, I'm like, yo, I think I want to go to Phoenix. Like, Earl Watson, he was like, yo, you come to Phoenix, you know, you and D Book. Like, he was like, 2 light-skinned killers. I'm gonna let y'all rock out. I'm sitting in the car, I'm like, man, this sounds good. Like, yeah, like, I think I want to come here.
My agent called me, and I was like, I think I had a flight that night to go back home because this was now like a week before the draft. He was like, yo, tomorrow, you know, once you go back to St. Louis, you know, I need you to pack a bag because you're flying to Boston. I'm like, why am I going to Boston? He's like, it's not out yet, but they're going to trade the 1st pick and they're going to get it the 3rd and they want to see you work out again.
I'm like, nah, I don't want to go to Boston. Like, I like it out here in Phoenix. Like, it's cool. The weather nice. I get a big house. I get a pool. My mom gonna be all right. He's like, Brad Stevens, a great young coach, and they got a great history. I'm like, I'm not trying to hear that. Like, I want to go to Phoenix. So then my agent was like, just think about it. And then so we hang up. I'm like, I'm not going to this workout. Like, I'm cool.
15 minutes later, Coach K calls me. I'm like, what's up, Coach? How you doing? He's like, hey, I just spoke to Boston, and I think Brad is a great young coach, and I think would be a great fit for you. You know, they're going to trade the pick, and they want to see you work out again. I think you should go.
It's crazy, bro. Like, that's crazy how everything work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, I told you, I say everything God, I don't care. I say God is everything. God is everything. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I don't care if you get tired of it. God, everything. This ain't coincidences, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, changed his mind. He wasn't finna go to freaking Boston. He got Coach K and all that. Now look how Boston thriving, bro. Everything happened for a freaking reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything happened for a freaking reason. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I say everything God, but I don't care because everything is him. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? People be like, oh, what you mean? God not finna come through. We're not finna see God face to face. God is a spirit. God works through people. So God sometimes give people thoughts. You know what I mean? Yeah, go call Jayson Tatum. You know what I'm saying? Call Jayson Tatum and tell him to go to the... Bro, God... like, speaks to us through thoughts, give people thoughts, and he works through people. He's a spirit. He's everywhere, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, bro, that was God. Because look, if he went to the Phoenix Suns, I promise you, they won't win it. They won't win it, I promise you. They weren't gonna be thriving like they would the Boston Celtics. Heck no. You know what I'm saying? So to see that everything working in his favor, look how he is. Look how he performing now, right now, and look what Phoenix doing. You know what I'm saying? Everything happened for a reason.
I'm not gonna tell Coach K no, so I'm like, all right.
He knew.
Go. I didn't want to, not because I didn't
he
like
knew.
Boston. I just didn't think I was gonna play, or
he knew that his future was gonna be better at Boston.
So I remember I flew to St. Louis that night. The next day, I flew to Boston for another workout in Boston. So that was this was 3 days before the draft.
I had a good feeling, but they shouldn't tell me or my agent that they were going to pick me. So I had no idea. I figured it would be Boston or Phoenix. I figured I was going 3 or 4.
What they don't show you is right before they call your name, all the cameras run over to the table because they know who's about to get called. And Adam Silver came out, and the cameras ran to me. He starts talking, and they leave, and they go to another player's table. And I remember my heart dropped. And I looked at my mom, I'm like, why did they just do that? They not gonna pick me? And they ran back over. And I remember I put my head down, and they said,
with the 3rd pick in the 2007.
But y'all, just imagine that. Imagine you playing like, you know what I'm saying? Imagine you playing what's the name? Let me go and see something right quick. But imagine, bro, you playing 2K, right? Imagine you playing 2K. You see what I just did, y'all? You know what I'm saying? But look, imagine, you see what I be saying? You feel me? Do that, go right back to what I'm doing. And guess what? You know the crazy thing is that nigga still gonna be watching me. You know what I'm saying? He just want to be seen. You feel me? But yeah, like I was saying though, you know what I'm saying? Playing 2K, imagine, bro, playing 2K. You know what I'm saying? You hear that with your my player. You hear this with your my player, y'all.
I put my head down, and they said,
with the 3rd pick in the 2007.
You hear this with your my player, and then it's dang, it's this real life, bro. It's real life. Nigga, I'm really finna get drafted to the league, but I wouldn't know how to. I'm like, bro, I'm really finna get drafted to the league.
Put my head down, and they said,
with the 3rd pick in the 2017 NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Jayson Tatum.
It was the weight of the world was lifted off my shoulders. It was I was living in a dream, and I stood up and I gave my mom the biggest hug I could. And I remember I told her, I said, we did it.
My initial thought was Danny did it again. Man, he pulled this one off, because even if Tatum didn't pan out, it was worth the risk in my opinion. And it's tough to find a superb,
superstar
wing, never mind someone who obviously evolved into one of the best scorers in the NBA. We didn't know that at the time, but I like the Celtics putting their bet on that instead of going with Fultz. So I was excited.
Yeah, bro, that was part 1 right there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, y'all got a superstar in Jayson Tatum, a superstar. Nigga got the supermax and everything. How much Jayson Tatum contract was? $300 million. In order for you to get the supermax, bro, you got to be like that nigga. So, bro got the supermax. But y'all, like I said, y'all, every single day live streaming. We will do part 2 tomorrow. You know what I mean? Honestly, you feel me? We ended the stream. You feel me? If y'all did miss, you know what I'm saying, the uploads from the from Twitch, you know what I'm saying, I will be transferring these videos over to YouTube. It's your boy Jay Willie Silly. Boy Jay's out, man.